Hi, everybody. My name is Reeves. Thank you for coming to practice today. We are going to get started on our backs. So as soon as you're ready, why don't you join me there? Just bring your shoulder blades down and bring your feet to the ground with your knees in the air. Just bring your shoulder blades to the ground. Bring your arms to the ground. And immediately just start to settle in. Just calibrating to what's around you. And then shifting the gaze inward. And so taking this time to center yourself away from whatever you just came from, whatever you were doing, wherever you were. And just kind of drawing back any of your energy that might have gone away. And just thinking about your intentions for your movement and for your breath. So what is each inhale and each exhale and each movement of your body going to mean? Is there something in your life you want to honor? Is there a kind of energy you want to bring in or that you want to release? And know that the way you show up is exactly how you are supposed to be showing up. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. And just start to kind of rock back and forth. Open up the low back. Bring some awareness to the sacrum. You might start to draw circles with your knees. Place your feet back on the ground. Bring your arms beside you, palms down. Inhale, send your knees over to the right. Once you find the top of that breath in, begin your exhale and bring your knees over to the left. Use the entire exhale for that motion. And then same thing, other side. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Just introducing a twist to the spine. Exhale, left. One more time. Inhale, right. Noticing any sensation through the hips. Exhale, left. Noticing what it's like to link breath with movement. Draw your knees back into center. Reach for the backs of your thighs. From here, just start to rock and roll back and forth. We'll shift into a tabletop as soon as you're ready. So you might take a couple rocks. I'm not gonna flip around so my head is facing this way, but you don't have to flip. So eventually, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Bring the tops of your feet down to the ground. And to begin, we're just gonna find some alignment through the spine and some strength through the core. So press really firmly underneath your hands. Find some space beneath your armpits. So there's shoulder blade protraction. Inhale, bird dog. Send your left arm in front of you, right arm behind you. Hold here. Slowly bring your knee and your hand back down. Do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg behind you, right arm long. Exhale, hand and knee back down. Let's continue like this. Exhale, hand and knee back down. Inhale, long, other side. Exhale, hand and knee back down. Let's do one more round, both sides. Inhale. Exhale. Navel to spine, inhale. Exhale. So hold here. Tuck your toes, lift your right knee up, and then your left knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your knees to the ground really slowly. Inhale, find a cow pose. Lift your chin, lift your tailbone, navel drops down. Exhale, find a cat pose. Opposite action, push into the mat, look back at your thighs. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes. Let's do the same thing. We'll start with the other side. Lift that left knee, lift your right knee, take a breath in. Slowly exhale, release your knees down, navel to spine to really squeeze through your center. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes, starting on the right side. Inhale, right knee lifts, left knee lifts. Exhale, release your knees really slowly down. So feel that through your low core. Inhale, cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes. Inhale, left knee lifts, right knee. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and just start to pedal through your feet. So as you pedal here, think about pressing your chest towards your thighs. Tiny shoulder blade protraction, so there's a little bit of a cat spine between your shoulder blades. Find stillness. Soften your knees, so there's a slight bend. Tailbone shines up. Inhale, come onto your tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees, slowly walk forward, forward fold. Come to the top of the mat. Just allow your chest to drape over your thighs. Release through your back, release through your shoulders. Maybe you reach for opposite elbows and find a sway from side to side. And release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulder blades together, hands to shins. Keep your chin tucked. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, press into your feet. Inhale, roll to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Bring your arms into the air, palms face each other. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Soften your shoulders. Bring length into the low back, into the tailbone. And just think about gravity kind of gently tugging on your fingertips. Just ground into the feet, notice the body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Urdhva Hastasana, full breath in. Realigning with intention. Forward fold, exhale. We're just flowing through space, creating a relationship with it. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Uttanasana, forward fold, breathe out. Big breath in. Urdhva Hastasana, roll to rise, arms reach. Lengthen through the sides of your body. Tadasana, mountain pose, lengthen down across the arms. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana last time. Uttanasana, forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back, high plank pose. So in your high plank, I want you to find your low core muscles that we found at the beginning of class when we lowered our knees really slowly to the ground from a hovering table. So pull your belly in, squeeze everything together through center, press your knees back. Deep breath in. Exhale, really slowly drop your knees down. Child's pose. Sit bones to heels, reach your fingertips forward. Tuck your chin. Just fold into self. Let's move forward. Inhale, come into a kneeling position. So bring your body up. Align your hips over your knees, shoulders over hips. Bring your arms in the air. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, open twist to the right. Try to keep both hips shining forward. Expand across your chest. Reach through both fingertips. Tuck your right toes. Reach for that right heel with your right hand. Inhale, create length from the left hip up through your left fingertips. Exhale, half tabletop. Left hand down, right arm comes into the air. Take a breath in. Exhale, twisted puppy. Thread the needle. Right arm reaches underneath you. Reach your left arm above your head, hands on the ground. Take a breath. Inhale, bird dog. So start by bringing your left hand to the mat next to your face. And then as you lift, right arm in front of you, left arm behind you. Exhale, elbow to knee just once, cat spine. Inhale, get long. Exhale, right hand down. Breathe in, open up, supported side plank. Open to the left. Left or gaze goes up towards your left fingers. Draw your navel back. Kick through that left heel. Think about lifting your left leg using your left outer glute. Take a breath in. Exhale, keep your left hand where it is. Draw your left knee in towards your chest. Left hand reaches back. Anjaneyasana. Left foot steps up. Both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the ground. Tuck your back toes. Step up. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Urdhva Hastasana. Roll to rise. Arms reach. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your palms and step your feet back, high plank pose. Firm up through your center. Everything draws in. Put pressure underneath your hands. Find space between your shoulder blades. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down, child's pose. Sit bones to heels. Give yourself a moment. Recenter, reground. We're going to do the other side. Before we move forward, think about how you want to step forward in time. Draw some awareness back to the breath. Inhale, kneeling position. Hips over knees, shoulders over hips. And then bring your arms in the air. Exhale, open twist to the left. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, reach up. Find the tiniest back bend. So this back bend comes from the length in the front of your body, not so much because we are leaning back in space. So continue to kind of draw your hips over your knees. Breathe in, look up. And then as you exhale, use your core to come out of the exhaltation. Right hand down, half tabletop, left arm up. Next exhale, thread the needle, left arm underneath you, left shoulder, left cheek to the ground. Right arm reaches long overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bird dog. Right hand comes to the mat next to your face. Left arm in front of you, right arm behind you. Exhale, elbow to knee just once. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left hand down. Open up, supported side plank. Right arm in the air, right leg in the air. Gaze is up towards your right hand, so get the twist through your cervical spine. Draw your navel back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hand stays where it is. Start to draw your right knee in towards your chest. Anjaneyasana. Eventually that right foot steps up. And then hold your body here. Bring some awareness to that right foot. Press down and then see if that turns on that right hamstring. So the space underneath your right thigh. Navel to spine. Push down through that left shin. Notice what that does to that left glute and the space across this left hip flexor. Next breath out, forward fold, hands down. Tuck your toes, step up, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Urdhva Hastasana, roll to rise, arms reach. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms and step your feet back, high plank pose. From here, press into the balls of your feet, shift forward. Chaturanga, come all the way down to the ground, elbows point back. Untuck your toes behind you. Release your chest down, forehead down. Bring your hands back a couple inches so the heels of your hands come in line with your rib cage. Baby cobra, lift your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, baby cobra, press into the tops of your feet. Press your hips down, lift just your chest. Maybe you're only lifted up a few inches. Exhale, release back down. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, lift up, no pressure in your hands. Exhale, come back down, press into your palms, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Bring your right leg into the air, three-legged dog. Right hip shines down. Think about the outer right hip turning towards the mat. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest, just your knee. Keep your arms where they are. Then bring your shoulders over your wrists. Step your foot through, low lunge. Invitation to bring blocks underneath your hands. Shoulder blades draw together. Left knee presses back as your right hip comes backwards in space to align your hips. Anjaneyasana, drop your left knee. Breathe in. Half split exhale, hands to blocks or to the ground. Drape your chest over that right leg. Find a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, release. Surrender forward. Moving with the breath. Left hand plants. Inhale, peel your right arm open. Soft bend in that right knee because this expansion, or this twist rather, in our spine is going to increase the tension behind this right hamstring. Think about rotating through the spine, not your hips. Expand across your right chest. Exhale, revolved Anjaneyasana. Left arm reaches up, forward in space. Navel draws back. Press down through your right foot. Anjaneyasana, breathe in. Long stance pyramid. Exhale, hands to the ground or to blocks. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Lengthen both legs. You might step that left foot up an inch or two. Fold over your front leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Press into your hands. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. One more half lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward, fold back down. Keep your legs where they are. Start to bend through that right knee. High lunge. Push down through that right foot, lift your chest. Press your left knee back, high onto the ball of your back toes. Try to bring your right knee over your right ankle. Think about ascending up through the crown of the head. Bring a little bit of space between your shoulders and your ears. Full breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's hinge forward. Revolve over towards your right knee. Left elbow hooks outside of that knee. Press down through your hands or down through your right hand. Keep pressing that left knee back. Maybe you look up. Next breath in. Reverse triangle. Take it slow. Spin your left heel down. Eventually, both legs lengthen. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, low lunge. Hands to the ground. Inhale, supported warrior 3. Step your hands up. Maybe you keep blocks underneath your hands. Kick through that left heel. Think about lifting your chest away from the ground. Shoulder blades draw together, rib cage to back. Left toes point down. Full breath in. Exhale, step your left foot behind your right. Fold forward, and then kind of start to turn over to the right. So walk your hands over towards the right long edge of your mat. And then just kind of fold down. If the tension behind your left leg is too much, walk your hands a little bit more towards the left. One halfway lift, inhale. Neutral forward fold, left foot replaces next to your right through center. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Urdhva Hastasana, roll to rise. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms and step your feet back, high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, stop halfway. Press into your palms, upward facing dog, lift your chest. Press down through both feet, keep your knees lifted. Try not to hang out, so try not to dump through your shoulders, really lift your body up. Downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Deep breath. Let's do the left side. Left leg, three-legged, breathe in. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your heart. Stop here, keep your arms where they are. Then draw your shoulders over your wrists. Step your foot through, low lunge. Take a breath, realign. Drop your back knee, Anjaneyasana. Arms reach. Exhale, half split, hands to the ground. Think about pulling this left hip back, bend that left knee, and then drape your chest over your left thigh. Halfway lift, inhale, press through your palms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, peel your left arm up, keep your right hand planted, expand across the left side of your chest. Maybe you deepen the bend in that left knee. Try to keep that left hip wrapping back. Next exhale, revolved Anjaneyasana. Plant that left foot. Lift your body, keep the twist. Twist through your spine. Push down through that left foot to lift out of the hips. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Long stance pyramid, exhale, hands to blocks or hands to the ground. Lengthen both legs, lift your back knee. And then just give yourself a moment, fold over that front leg. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Return to whatever it is that's driving your movement. Notice the state of your mind, the state of your energy. Halfway lift, inhale. So let's just bring a little bit of mindfulness into what we're doing. Fold back down. Next breath in, high lunge. Push into your left foot, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lean your chest forward. Keep the integrity of your base. Rotate over to the left. Press your right knee back. As you rotate through your spine, try to keep your hips level. Notice if you're wobbling over that left ankle, that's totally fine. That's your body working to balance. Inhale, take it slowly, reverse triangle. Right heel spins down. Left leg gets long. Press down through both feet to activate through your inner thighs. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, supported warrior 3. Hands on the ground or blocks. Kick through that right leg behind you. Toes point down. Soften your left knee to get that right hip to face the earth. Inhale. Exhale, start to cross your right ankle behind your left. Fold over and down towards the left. So walk your hands over in that direction, being mindful of that right hamstring. Remember taking it back over through center if it's too much. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, back through center. Right foot steps up and replaces next to your left. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Urdhva Hastasana, roll to rise. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms and step your feet back. Invitation to take this last vinyasa or skip it. Upward facing dog, breathe in. We all meet in a downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the ground. Child's pose. Find a puppy pose. So lift your hips off of your heels. Reach your fingertips forward. That's okay if you come off of your mat a little bit. Bring your chest towards your mat. Chin can come to the ground, or maybe your forehead comes to the ground. Full breath in. Full breath out. Bring your hips back down. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Right leg, three-legged, breathe in. Exhale, half pigeon. Start to bring your knee towards your chest. Eventually, shin comes down. Left leg goes long behind you. Invitation for a block underneath that right glute for a little bit more of a lift. Keep your chest tall to begin. Think about the outer left hip wrapping down towards the mat. And then as soon as you're ready, start to walk your hands down. Forearms come down. Tuck your chin. Take 3 deep breaths. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Notice any changes that occurred from the start of those 3 breaths to this time right now. Start to lift your chest. Remove the block from underneath your glute if you had it, and then bring that right glute to the ground. Bring your left leg around. Meet me in a Janu Sirsasana. So your right foot will be on the inside of this left thigh. Flex your left toes towards you. Reach up with your hands. Think about lifting out of the pelvic bowl. So keep this nice long spine. Take a breath in. We're going to hinge over that left leg. So kind of rotate in that direction. Start to hinge. Keep that long spine. So think about someone pulling on the crown of your head, keeping you nice and long. When you meet that resistance behind this leg, then bring your hands down. Start to round your spine. Try to keep this right hip grounded. So if that right hip has come up, maybe you lift your body up just a little bit to bring it back to the ground. Keep a little bit of engagement through that left leg. And start to lift your chest back up. Keep your legs exactly where they are. Bring your right hand onto the ground behind your right hip. Reach your left arm across the air in space. Lift your hips. Find a stargazer. Squeeze your glutes just a little bit to protect your low back. Exhale, start to come back down the way that you came. Hips down, left hand over to the ground. Inhale, reach over with the right. Try to keep that right hip grounded. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, lift and reach. We're going to do this a few times. Exhale, hips down. Left hand down. Inhale, reach over to the left. Last time. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, swoop and reach. Actually, let's do one more time after this. Exhale, hips down. Left hand down. Inhale, reach. One more time, just for good measure. Right hand down. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, left hip or hips come down, left hand to the ground. Inhale, reach. Both hands to the ground. Bring your hands in front of you and just come back into a downward facing dog. So it doesn't matter how you get there. Just kind of crawl around. Eventually, when you've recentered yourself, tuck your toes, hips go back up. Left leg, three-legged, breathe in. Exhale, half pigeon. Left knee comes forward. Eventually, drop it down to the ground. Invitation for a block underneath your left glute. Same thing here. Right hip wraps forward towards the mat. So think about that outer hip rounding down or spiraling down. There we go. Tall through your chest. Eventually, forearms come down as soon as you're ready. Exhale completely. Through the nose, inhale, I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Start to lift your chest. Bring your hands back towards your legs. Reach for the block if you had it. Come on to that left glute. Janu Sirsasana. So right leg swings around. Bring your left foot on the inside of that right thigh. So your right leg is going to be a kind of a 45-degree angle out to the right. Inhale, bring your arms up. Rotate a little over towards that right leg, so you don't have to be facing it completely. I certainly cannot do that. Keep the lift out of your pelvic bowl. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Keep the long spine. Eventually, hands come down, and you can round your spine, but try to keep that left hip grounded. Folding forward with compassion. Meeting the body and the mind exactly where we are. So whatever's going on with the body, whatever is going on with the mind, accepting it all, embracing it all, allowing it to be all a part of this human experience. Nothing needs to be fixed, nothing needs to be changed. Slowly start to lift up. Keep your legs where they are. We'll find the stargazer in the reach on the other side. So left hand to the outside of your left hip. Reach across the air with your right arm. Stargazer, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, lengthen that right arm. Exhale, hips come down. Right hand over to the right. Inhale, reach over with the left. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, hips down. Right hand down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach and lift, stargazer. Exhale, hips come down. Right arm down. Inhale, reach. Both hands to the ground. Lengthen both legs in front of you. We'll find a Paschimottanasana. So from here, both legs long. Flex your toes towards your face. Press the backs of your knees down so your heels might actually lift up as you get that flexion through your quads. Breathe in, reach your arms into the air. Again, lift out of your pelvic bowl. Navel to spine, keep this length. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Notice when you reach the max tension behind your hamstrings, then you can lower all the way down and start to round your spine. Take a breath. Start to walk your hands up the length of your legs. Tuck your tailbone, reach your arms forward, slowly roll down, come all the way down to the ground. And then draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. Bring your feet to the ground. Bring your shoulder blades down. We'll do a few bridge poses. So from here, arms on the ground beside you. Feet exactly where they are, maybe a palm's width distance from your glutes, so you might reach your hands down there just to check. And then tuck your hip points up towards your lower set of ribs, and then draw your ribs down and in. Press through your heels, lift your hips up. Breath in. Exhale, lower back down, upper, middle, lower back. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips. Take a breath in. Try to keep your knees in line with your hips. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Press through your heels. Squeeze your glutes. Check in with your knees. Inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Knees to chest. Bring your feet back down. We're going to do it again. This time, we'll walk our shoulder blades underneath us. So start, arms down, palms down. Tuck hips up towards lower ribs. Rib cage comes down and in. Lift your hips. From here, when your knees are in line with your hips, start to walk your shoulder blades underneath you. So shoulder blades come together. Interlace your hands underneath your sacrum. Press your pinkies into the ground as you squeeze your glutes to lift your hips. Try to keep your knees from splaying outwards. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Unwalk your shoulder blades. Release your hands. Take a moment, neutralize your spine. Draw knees to chest. Reach for a block if you have one. If you don't have one, that's okay. You don't need it. The same thing we're about to do can be done without a block. But if you have the block, place it underneath your low back And then everyone, blocks or not, bring your feet about mat width distance apart, and then just knock your knees together. Bring your arms nice and wide out to the side with your palms facing up. And if you have a little bit more space, or if you desire a little bit more space in your low back, bring your feet even further apart. So just kind of inchworm them out to the sides. And just start to release through the diaphragm. Soften the face. Soften your jaw. Release the space between your eyebrows. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Start to inch your feet back in towards each other. If you had the block underneath you, press down through your heels, lift your hips, remove it. Draw your knees back and towards your chest. Happy baby. Draw your knees apart, reach in between your thighs for the outer edges of your feet or for the backs of your knees. You might extend a leg and then extend the other leg just to bring a little bit of movement into the shape. Of course, staying aware of the breath and the present state of the body. Place your hands on the outsides of your knees, bring them together, and then lift your hips or your feet into the air. Flex and point through your ankles. Circle through your ankles, wiggle your toes, pick your arms up and do the same thing with your hands and your wrists and your fingers. Moving in one way and then the other. No kind of organized movement here. Just kind of let it be free and fluid. Eventually, bring your entire body down to the ground. Extend your legs nice and long. Find a final resting shape. So if you have any kind of support in your space, like a block or a bolster, or maybe a blanket, you can bring those items in now. Allow your feet to naturally splay outwards. Palms face up. Maybe you have hands somewhere on your body, just for some connection. And settle into that softness. So bring it back into the face. So loosen through the jaw. Allow your eyebrows to kind of spread apart from each other. Release your tongue from the top of your mouth. Allow gravity to gently draw the sides of your arms down. Just notice your knee will rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Just noticing the present mindful awareness of this current moment. Embracing sounds, any smells, maybe noticing any lighting or temperature in the space, allowing it all to be part of the experience. So mindfulness doesn't have to be done in complete silence and complete quiet. It can be done by finding peace within the noise around us. Continue to soften through the shoulder blades and across the collarbones, down through the rib cage and the back and the front of the hips, the legs and the feet. You're more than welcome to stay in this place for as long as you need. If you're ready, find a full body stretch. Point your toes away from your hips. Reach your arms above your head. Full body stretch. Roll over onto one side. Find a fetal position. And then just press your body into a seated position. We'll face each other. So if it feels natural and okay in this moment, close your eyes. Place your hands on your knees or your thighs. Lift up tall out of the pelvic bowl. Bring some softness to the shoulders and down the sides of the arms. And arrive once again. Bring your hands together at heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Honor the teacher within. Bring your thumbs up to third eye center. Press them into this space here. Honor your intuition. Know that you are always being guided. And we'll bow forward to honor each other and ourselves and the others in the space that we cannot see. And of course, to honor this sacred lineage of practice called yoga. Really, really awesome work, everybody. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I'll see you back here again very soon.